as you had mentioned kind of at the outset, I mean, you have a variety of services there. Your self-service, your wash, dry, fold, excuse me, your pickup and delivery. So you've got a lot of different businesses within the business.
Correct.
How do you ensure efficient staffing and workflow, and how do you manage that? Have there been any hacks or any strategies
No,
that you
there's
use
hiccups all the time.
to ensure
Yeah,
ensure that? Yeah, yeah,
there's hiccups all the time. I'm not gonna say here or it's perfect or everything is going very well. Um, Again, as I said earlier, every store has at least one or two employees that have good understanding. I'll try to make sure that they have a good understanding, right?
okay.
And so when it comes to wash, dry, fold, in particularly, we have a setup where we give commission to every order. So on the pounds, we'll give a certain percentage to every employee every week with their paycheck. That way, they're motivated. They know that they're getting paid for on top of their hourly pay. So we've kind of been like, hey, look, your hourly pay is for customer service, cleaning the stores, making sure everything else is good, and the commission that you're getting is for your wash and fold. And that has allowed for them to be motivated that when the wash and fold comes through the door, they do it right away.
Mhm.
And if they're about to leave and shift is about to change, then they'll leave it for the next person. So we've been doing that for many years, and that has worked for the most part. And then with the pickup and delivery, we have a couple of drivers, and then we have a few folders, processors, and they will kind of, it's like a group message. So every store has its own group thread, and we'll just keep everyone updated through their own individual stores, individual friendly reminders. I'll send them here and there, hey, please make sure to wear your vest, or hey, please wear closed toe shoes, hey, things like that. Um Sometimes you'll say it three times, and sometimes they'll listen, sometimes they won't listen, right?
Right, right.
But it's nature of the game.
Mhm,
It is what it is, right?
mhm.
They need us, and we need them as well. So we try to keep it as cordial and as family friendly we can, to just keep the flow and keep the system going.
Sure. Is there any specific technology or software that you use to keep everybody on track with what they're supposed to be doing?
No,
You
and the
just
reason for that is because many of them are not tech savvy. And I remember a couple of years ago, I tried even getting them just to use WhatsApp, right? Like, hey, let's create groups on WhatsApp. Oh, what is that? Or how do I download that? They might know how to download Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, but they won't, you know, when
right.
you try to implement. So I try to keep it as
As simple
simple
as
as possible.
possible.
Yeah, I mean, there
Sure.
are great tools out there. People are doing it, and people are using it all the time. Um, I just have so much going on where it makes it hard to start implementing, everything so much. So I try to keep it simple, just keep a text message, and just send friendly reminders. Hey, make sure this, that, like and I'll sometimes I'll just copy and paste and just
Mhm.
modify it on a as needed basis, and we'll just
Yeah.
we'll just go with that for now.
Sure. Okay. That makes sense.
Tomorrow, we have more stores, and we have a in-house manager who's actually handling all the stuff, right?
Mhm.
And I'm not having to do that. Then that would be our next step. Yes, then we will implement things that I would love to implement right now, but with doing so much, running 4 stores, inventory, um, wash and fold, pick up and delivery, then inventory for all of that, and then making sure those orders, going out in and out every day, and then just day to day operations, right? And then going to work, coming from work, is a commute itself. So I don't live, 5-10 minutes away from my stores. I live almost 45 miles away from my stores.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
commute a lot. I spend a lot of time on the road.
Yeah.
So
Right.
as I grow, there are growing pains, and it's all part of the process, and I've accepted that, and we'll handle and we'll grow as we need to, and we'll implement things as we grow.
But at this point, you're going to keep communication as simple as possible, and that
As
that
simple as
absolutely
possible.
makes sense.